Hello, my makeup loving friends. How's it going? It's been another week. So we have a whole chunk of new makeup releases to talk about. It is a bit bizarre. With me, I have an avatar. No, it's Elena, who just shows us up every single week. And along with Elena, we obviously have Tia from Tia's Makeup Time, looking like a fierce, fabulous queen. Yes, her hair is shorter than last time. And of course, we have Rebecca from Rebecca JU reporting for Beauty Duty, who is obviously fantastic. And yes, she managed to do that makeup look in 20 minutes because she rushed here from work like the total professional that she is. And me, Teresa, hello, you're on my channel. How did you get here? Hi. Anyways, obviously, I have loads of people to thank for tagging me in content, so let's just get to it. Huge thanks to Brianna, Becky, Jenny, Ali, Kylie, Franca, Gina, Missa, Laurie, Jade, Missy, Amina, Gillian, Paula, Matty, Hannah, Mary, Rebecca, Daniela, Svetlana, Cheryl, Shalina, Chrissy, Tia, Cairo, Lois, Angela, Amy, Cecily, Manuela, Sarah, and Callie, my lord. Thank you very much for tagging me in so much content. You find stuff that I'm lazy and would have missed. As per usual, huge thank you to my Patreons for just being cool, for just being awesome. And of course, you can see we all have a theme. If you haven't figured it out, oh, I'm sorry, you may not be very bright. And oh, I'm really sorry to break it to you. The theme is blue. You know, I'm blue, Abadina Badai.
I painted myself blue.
Yeah.
I'm blue. Da ba dee da ba da.
Yeah, so obviously we've all gone for blue, and my Patreons have gone for a blue look as well. So you will see them along with their socials on the screen now. Yeah, they're annoyingly talented as well. Screw them very, very much. Obviously, I've talked about my own Patreon. Elena has her own Patreon. I'm in that. It's a great old time. She does a live every week on a Monday, and it's always bananas. And Tia also has her own Patreon. Again, I'm a Patreon of hers, so if you just want to hang out with cool people. So I'll put all the details of their Patreons down below. Do please check them out. They are fabulous. But yeah, I mean, before we get into like the actual makeup releases, there are some general announcements. For those of you who are makeup addicts and probably have like announcements on your phone to Beauty Bay, you may have noticed that they've added a new brand. It's Soda Beauty, which to me I saw and I thought it just looked like Makeup Revolution. Or Makeup Obsession. It just looks like that. Nothing wildly interesting. So we're not actually talking about their products because it would take way too long to talk about.
Never heard of the brand though. Like never.
Same. Look Fantastic are bringing Dolce & Gabbana to their site. So if you feel like being bougie, then probably the big news of the week, and I feel a bit bad about this because in my Patreon Zoom quiz, we at the weekend, we have a round where it's like renaming questionable makeup products, and we may have brought up Becca's Zero foundation or concealer or whatever it was.
Highlighter.
Yeah, and
highlighter.
Yeah, but they also had a Zero foundation as well. It was very odd. And I may have said at that time, I don't know how they're still in business. And I feel like it was a little bit prophetic because then this week they announced on their Instagram that they are shutting down their doors. It was kind of a bit bizarre to think of a company that is as well known as Becca and that at one point was such a big deal that it was like collabing with the likes of Jaclyn Hill that they are going to be no more.
Yeah, like Kardashians, they did collabs with like lots of different people.
Pretty Teigen, yeah.
But that's it. We're going to get straight into actually talking about the stuff that has been released. And when I say there is a lot of SH1T, oh my God, there is so much. Okay, so very first thing, Revolution are at it again. Makeup Revolution. I got tagged in this so much. Okay, so they've come out with 2 new reflective palettes. I mean, can we just say Huda Mercury Retrograde attempted to dupe?
Kinda. Yeah, kinda.
I don't see it that much as that other dupe.
Me neither. Not that much. Like there's a couple of shades, but
I don't hate these.
Oh, they're pretty. I agree, Rebecca.
I saw the swatches of the ultraviolet on Teresa's group today. Missa was swatching them. They did look like nice, but I have to say that I'm not excited about this. Like, it's not very much, like there's not that many mattes in the palettes. They're basically shimmers, and even the shimmers didn't look like something special. Like, they looked good, like they're good shimmers. I don't think they're bad, but they're not like, special, that they have some glitter or something in them that makes them look like, oh, I want that. And I'm kind of like not that interested.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty, but I'm not interested.
Like, I look at that and I see ABH Amrezy palette as well, like the pop of pink and the pop of blue. I mean, it's £8, so I mean, look, let's face it, these are made for people who can't afford or don't want to spend more on high end. So, like, I mean, let's not get too whatever about it, but I feel very.
I like the packaging.
Yeah, the packaging is nice.
I like that. I like that kind of a packaging.
So the next thing then we have to talk about is, oh my lord, I mean, Jefferson Starship with his, and he always says this line of like, everybody's been asking for this. Everybody's been, who has been asking for this? Who has been asking for this, right? So he's coming out with the blood sugar palette. He said it's like an anniversary of when it came out initially, but he's taking the palette but putting it into white leather. Okay. Considering your current blood sugar is pretty much always on sale on Beauty Bay, I think you're in trouble, Jefferson. And then he's come up with this 9-pan palette, which is pretty much the exact same shades.
8 existing shades, and the shade in the middle is new, and it's that like newer formula with, with seen on Bloodlust, green. What's the green one?
Blood Money.
Blood Money, like those palettes. The only thing that I kind of like in this collection is the like highlighter blushy palette with the orange shade in it. I wouldn't buy the palette, but the orange shade had me like, oh, it's so pretty. But I don't like her Skin Frost formula, so I don't know if I would like that.
Yeah, and like he also came out with like the vault of lipsticks, $160. I will say it, right? I really liked Jeffree Star's liquid lip.
Me too.
But I'm not
it's a
buying
really good formula.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like who has that kind of a money to spend.
I never tried his lip, and I'm not gonna try it now because now it's kind of like, who cares? And I think I know what he's doing, because this palette was so popular. So he wants to repeat the popularity because nobody's buying his stuff anymore. Yeah. So he's like, well, let me try to push something real popular. So
yeah, he's trying to relive like former glory. Also, can we remember when the cremated palette came out? He made this big deal of like, I've never put myself on the packaging of my palettes before.
Now she's on every package. Like, I hate when people like. I don't like particularly to see like Jeffree Star on my palette. I liked her packaging before when it wasn't like his face.
I don't have a single nice thing to say.
Yeah.
At all. I do own Blood Sugar, the original. Quality excellent. I think it's my favorite, one of my favorite Jeffree Star palettes. But I have nothing nice to say about him. I have nothing nice to say about the release. And that is it.
Yeah, I think that's a very very nice way of putting it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us are picking up anything from this. I think this is a very, very telling release. I mean, like Elena was saying, he's clutching at straws at this point of like, remember the time when I was a thing? Remember?
Yeah. His formula is good, but it was never my favorite.
And speaking of reliving things, Colourpop are doing a collaboration with Disney. Again, it's their 5 millionth collaboration with Disney. And this is their collaboration with Bambi. I think I still have some like residual like trauma after watching Bambi as a young child and remembering seeing Bambi's mother get shot. Like Disney did not like parents, like at all.
In Soviet Union, we did not have Bambi. I have no idea. Bambi who? We don't know her.
I think this is boring. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so hear me out.
Oh
right?
God. Yeah, go for it.
You know me last week. I love the aesthetics of this. Like, these pictures are to absolute die for. Like, the aesthetics of this are so nice. The purple palette, cute.
Mm-hmm.
I have it. Like, I have this already, cute.
Yeah.
But then the other one, where's the depth? Where is the depth? That's what she said. You know what I mean? Like,
The purple one has like almost like black.
Yeah, the purple has depth, but the green
Mm.
and the green one, I just don't know. Like, I love this. I wouldn't be sorry to own it.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this: is this something new from them?
No, exactly.
Yeah.
No, not at
It's
all.
like, come on now. They released like a million things of the similar thing, and I just wish they put more thought in their releases and not like the volume of releases that they do, because they do have like good formulas, and I think people like their stuff, but it's just it just gets so boring when things are over and over and over and over again, the
It's just a
same
little bit of, like,
thing.
just because you can doesn't mean you should.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing, different packaging. Because like
Yeah.
I mean, they came out with was a 5-pan purple eyeshadow palette not that long ago, and I don't think it was that different to what we're seeing here in the Bambi collection.
And I think, to be honest, the Disney license that they purchased to be able to produce all this official Disney stuff, damn, that must have been expensive.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's why they're paying all this out. That would have cost them a hell of a lot of money. So would have the one for the baby Yoda, whatever it is, the child, must have been super I know it's Disney as well, actually, never mind. But must have been all of this is expensive, and they need to get their money back.
Like, Disney seems to have given the copyright to their imagery to a lot of different companies.
Yeah, it's not cheap, still not cheap. But it would have cost them millions, and they were one of the first to be able to produce a lot of the Disney stuff.
I think what they're doing here is that they're, just because it's Disney, they're not trying, people gonna buy this because this brings memories. They're like, oh, like I watched Bambi when I was a little girl, and this does give me like the feels, but I wouldn't buy this, but I know people will, because they're like, oh, I remember watching that movie. I want to buy this. I want to own this to like relive those moments. And
what they do, and like with Baby
Yoda,
the child formula was so bad. It was just so average. I have other color pop palettes are so much better than that. So I'm not like, I'm not.
Yeah, they're going on the nostalgia vote and probably not thinking about the actual finished product at the end of the day, but. Let's see what else they come out with in terms of Disney in the next couple of months, because I guarantee there'll be more.
Yeah.
Just saying. I got tagged in this an awful lot as well. This is Estee Lauder. They have come out with their Rebellious Rose Pure Color Envy Blush. It's apparently a rosy color, cream to powder blush, and it is $32.
I thought this was Revolution. Like they had that like bronzer that had kind of those pants, like not exactly, but I thought this was Revolution.
It's very like spring toned, we're going back into the pinks again. So but like I don't think it's wildly interesting. But again, Estee Lauder, they have their like ride or die customers. They'll go off and buy that. I think it's a very safe choice for them. Like people
applaud them for doing a non-insipid color though.
Yeah. I mean,
I hate when they release just one color though. I'm like, that's not gonna suit everyone.
I think Milani has this kind of rose. I had Milani.
Yeah. You can get this much cheaper.
Yeah.
Don't
It's not for us. It's not for us. It's for rich old white ladies.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say it. I want to be a rich old white lady. No, not old. I just want to be a rich white lady. I just want to be rich. I just want to be rich. Like I have aspirations, god damn it. But yeah, that's Estee Lauder. Then the next one, I mean, I had to include this. This is Trixie Cosmetics. They are coming out with a whole chunk of stuff. There's eyeshadow palettes, glitters, accessory packs. There's even a mug and some different apparel, so like t-shirts and stuff, and you can get like a VIP bundle that includes palettes, glitters, that sort of thing. So I mean, we had yeah.
Did you guys watch the release video?
Profusion. And extra Profusion was packed in a tape.
Yeah.
Like outside, it looked like a cassette tape.
Yeah.
It kind of has the same vibe. I'm like, Trixie,
Yeah.
are you duping Profusion?
Like, I watched the release video and I love Trixie. I love her. Like, I love her videos. I watch all of her videos and I love her, but the swatches.
Yeah.
It feels like, oh, this is the best blue ever, and swatch, and I was like,
I know, it was so bad. It was so bad.
It was so bad. Like, they looked so bad. And you know, it's like a cute palette, but it's so expensive. It's so small. Like Elena said, come on. Like,
I think this was like $5 on Profusion website.
Yeah.
And I would actually argue that Profusion color story is nicer and looks better. And I remember you reviewing that on your channel as well, and that you liked that, like, because you had a couple of the different color stories that came out a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I did like the deep gray tones that she had there, but the swatches just didn't impress me at all.
Yeah.
They looked actually quite bad. So I
know we have that whole thing of like, oh, you can't tell everything from a swatch, but like, I mean, you can tell a decent amount from a swatch.
And a good blue swatch is like
yeah,
a good
it
blue,
can,
that's the
like,
thing.
This can surprise you. Like, I'm not saying it's like trash. It can surprise you, but just looking at the swatches, like, I just wish that maybe it was presented a little bit better.
Yeah,
not to say that you should like do fake swatches and like rub them in,
but I mean, Rebecca's just after swatching the Beauty Bay Book of Magic, which, by the way, why the hell was that ever limited edition? Look at how well that swatches.
Yeah.
And by the way, I remember watching her video, and one of the shades she did live, and the other shade she said, "Look at this pigmentation." He came like this, like she didn't show it. Swatched.
Blues don't swatch bad, even when I'm not trying. You know, all of the blues don't swatch bad. So it's just.
I will say though, I quite appreciate that they're doing an honest swatch, because I mean, all of the times that we have seen brands do really dishonest swatches of their palettes and make it look like it's hyper pigmented when they've actually gone over it 6 times, or they've put over a white base. Exactly.
The thing was
that honesty and transparency.
Yeah,
I
like that, the honesty, but because she was hyping it up, like, oh, look at this, is the best, like, look at how good it swatches, and I was like,
for defense, they never look good in the arm unless you prime it. Like when I do swatches myself on my channel, I started to prime my arm, because otherwise they look like shit. And I have to, like, because you put the base in the eyes, so why use the dry skin? So it makes no sense to me.
That's why I use my face. Next thing then, we have KVD Vegan Beauty, and they have the new The Good Apple Skin Perfecting Foundation Balm. So it's $38 and it comes in 48 shades. They say it's infused with apple extract to help nourish skin. I personally don't know what the story is with apple extract. I do like that it comes in a recyclable compact. I think that's quite clever. And it's non-comedonogenic, which is good. That's what we want to see. I'm going to say I'm kind of intrigued.
I wish it wasn't matte.
Yeah. Do we need this kind of silly packaging for base products? I have to say, like, base products is the one thing where I just want normal packaging. This is not for me, I'm oily skinned, but I just want normal packaging. I want a pump or a bottle or something. I don't want anything gimmicky packaging wise. balm. Like I get it. It's for drier skin. This is for drier skin. So I get it, but I'm assuming apple extract is probably vitamin E off the top of my head. I'm not sure, which will be great for drier skin. It can also be an irritant, but anyway, 40 shades. Yeah, well done.
I kind of like the package, and I wouldn't maybe use this as a foundation, but I would be interested to see if the tan shades would work as a cream bronzer or as a contour.
$38 for a bronzer, who cares, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it would be a lot to spend for that. Like, I get where they're going in terms of the packaging, because even with their holiday release, they made sure that the eyeshadow palette came in recyclable kind of components. So I think,
but you could fluid foundations, if it's a glass bottle, you can recycle those. Like you can do it in like a fluid form also. So
I mean, I don't hate the fact that they are actually trying to make sure that things are recyclable. That's something I quite like personally.
Yeah,
it's not that it's recyclable to me, the packaging. It's ugly.
The next thing then that we have to talk about is Alien Cosmetics. They have the Lore eyeshadow palette. So it obviously has to do with Medusa and, you know, the whole story around that. I really like the color story of that.
Love it. Where is Alien Cosmetics based?
US.
Oh, never
mind.
Only
thing is that the orange and the lighter orange are a bit too similar for me in like one palette, like that small of a palette. But the green one and the blue on the center and the shimmers look nice.
Yeah, I think you're right on the orange. Like if one of them had been either a shade lighter or a shade darker.
Different shade, no orange.
Yeah.
I could have had it have been somewhere between a peach and a pink shade, so that you can blend out that burgundy and blend out the orange with it. I could have had it be something like that. The color story of this is a taste it. Looks lovely, but I will, you know, it's not easily accessible to me, so it doesn't really matter.
So we've already like turned our heads off of like, well, I can't really get it, so don't want to make myself want it. But I do like the look of it, and I do like that they're doing something a bit different, so fair play to them. Next thing we have is Be Perfect are coming out with their own face primer. So, I mean, they've obviously had their eye primer for quite some time.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this. Now, I'm not great with primers or whatever. Sometimes I'm still not really sure if they're a thing, but I mean, Be Perfect are always quite affordable, so.
Well, what does it do? It doesn't say what it does. It's just a primer. I like to know, is it like hydrating, pore filling, like what skin type does it suit? Doesn't say anything at all about that.
I couldn't find any information on that. It was pretty vague.
I'll probably buy this. The eye primer is the only one that I use. It's one of the only ones that doesn't irritate my eyes. For me, it's the best. I'm gutted they don't do it in more colors, because it's dark for anybody that's pale, and it doesn't work on anybody darker than me. But I've got to say, I'm really interested, and I'm not really a primer person. I just know that it'll be affordable, and like if I like it, then I like it, because the ones that I like, my favorite one is expensive. So like I'll try it out, see what it's about. I'm super oily, so it's probably good for
I like their primer that I have. It's a little dark, but for my skin tone works, and it's very smooth. Like it feels very good in my lid. I love it.
Then the next thing we have is Peachy Queen, and they have 2 new palettes coming out. So there's the Aquarius palette, that's $26.95. And then they have their Tiffany palette, which is $27.99. Don't understand why there's a price difference when they're both £9 palettes.
Kind of like the Tiffany one.
I love both of them. They look beautiful.
Both of them are, but I think there's like 3 of the blues. Well, one is like shimmer, and they are a little bit different, but they're like a little bit too close. Like I wish there was a little bit more variety.
And there is a black and white on the green, so that's good.
I mean, like, you know, Elaine is in when there's a black and a white in a palette.
What do you want?
Yeah, she's like, the black and the white must be there, lest it is not an eyeshadow palette. I don't know why I put on that accent, but
I
there.
like it, but I feel like I've got it
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, so next thing then, oh my god. So this is Esme Beauty. This is their So Icy eyeshadow palette. $25. It is February, lad. It's what? This is a Christmas palette, but apparently this is coming out now. Also, why do they have the same shade of blue about 5 minutes time?
I'm not even looking at it anymore. It's just shit, isn't it?
I have my blues. Like I have my blues. I'm not interested.
If I was to buy something blue, it would have to be spectacular looking.
Yeah, like the Book of Magic.
Yeah, I've got the Book of Magic and things, which is fine, amazing. I've got both of my Be Perfect palettes and stuff like that. It would have to be spectacular.
Actually, I know one blue palette that I have to have. It's the BH Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin. I need it.
Oh, yeah, I want the
I'm
blueberry
gonna
muffin.
own it.
Okay, yeah, that's an exception. I take back what I said.
But this is just dreadful. Like, what is this? Like,
yeah, I know the irony of us in a blue makeup looks like talking. We don't like this, but you know, it's just better.
5 times, people.
Exactly. Copacetic Cosmetics are coming out with some new quads. Oh, they're so cute. So they have. I know there is the Garnet palette, and then there's the Amethyst palette. So they can be used as eyeshadow palettes, but they can also be used as blushes and highlights as well. Yeah, I think they're doing the same thing as, say, BH Cosmetics, where remember BH Cosmetics are coming out with birthstone quads, but I think they look so pretty, like really.
Yeah, $29 for 4 shades, like get out of here.
So in addition to the Garnet and the Amethyst palette, they're also coming out with a green quad that is for March. So that makes sense. Obviously, March, St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. If you didn't know, 7th March.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I want it. Not gonna get it because, you know, it's so like expensive for me. But if I like had some unexpected cash coming in, I would buy that.
I think it's so pretty.
I love it trying out indie brands, and they, as I say in their bio, that they're Black and Hispanic owned, and you know, I do have my eye on them. My problem with buying from an indie brand in America is the price. Don't get me wrong, it is the price, but also I am so impatient.
Yeah,
waiting like 2 months or whatever to get something. No.
The next thing that we have to talk about is NARS is releasing their Pure Radiant collection. They have the Aquatic Glow Cushion Foundation SPF 50 in 6 shades, and they have the Tinted Moisturizer SPF of 30. And they're adding 5 new shades to that, and that's going to be apparently available in April.
Yeah, I have to say that now the Radiant Longwear something is my favorite foundation, and I can't wait to try the matte version.
I was gonna say that, hear me out, like Rebecca says, but in the opposite way, like to poop on it. The thing is, with those cushion foundations, you don't get enough product. And it's all a big gimmick. You can make a cushion foundation out of any foundation they have. Or a foundation, put a cushion on it. I mean, it's just like for people like, oh, it's cushion. It's a cushion. You don't get more product. I mean, come on, get out of here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be bothered about the cushion foundation. I'm more interested in like the tinted moisturizer for coming into summer. The next thing we have to talk about is Burberry. Burberry Beauty are also coming out with their Cushion Compact Foundation in 6 shades. And if you look at the swatches, what?
I've scrolled.
I don't think this even deserves our time.
No.
Yeah.
It's utterly like it's an actual piss take, really. Then the final thing we're going to talk about in depth is Makeup Maniacs. So I think this is quite clever. They are releasing sampler packs of their multi-chromes. So there's 2 different packs. Sampler 1 has 5 different shades, and Sampler 2 has 5 different shades as well. And you can get a pack each for $20. So you can have 5 different like multi-chrome shades for $20. I think that's quite smart.
Yeah, it's not depending on how much product does the samplers have. Is it just like 1 or 2 uses? It's like, come on now. But if it's like a decent amount that you can like use it,
I think it's a smart way to get people to try out these products.
Yeah.
But I also think it shows that they're quite confident in their products, that they're like, we'll give you a sample, and if you like it, then you'll probably come back and purchase the full product. So I think that's really good. And I mean, let's be real, multi-chrome isn't something that people wear every single day. So you probably do only need a sample that will get you through the year.
I'm interested. I don't have any multi-chrome, so I'm interested to try them.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, you can get a pack with 5 of them for $20. So that works out as $4 each per sample. So I actually think that's quite smart. And in addition to that, they're also coming out with this eyeshadow palette. It's their peanut butter and jealous palette. So it's $24. I mean, let's face it. I mean, I find that dull, but I think the multi-chrome bundle is actually the thing worth talking about.
Well, okay. Here we are.
Oh God.
I love the look of the eyeshadow palette.
Of course you do.
I love me some yummy deep neutrals. I think they've done neutrals really well in this. I think they'll work for a variety of skin tones. I think they've given you depth, redness. They've got that peach in there to blend out, to give a little bit of variation. I'm glad it's not shimmer heavy. If I'm wearing neutrals, I do actually like to add my own like shimmer twist in, like wear a that's when I'd grab a pigment or something like that. I think I would never buy this. I have it, but I think it is neutrals done really, really well.
Yeah, that's true. That's very fair.
I think that would make like a really nice gift to somebody that you know loves neutral shadows and who like tends to have like a staple or 2 of neutral shadows. This would make a lot of sense.
Like our Mary would love this.
Yeah, she would.
Yeah, because she loves like a deep, yummy neutral, like similar to how I do. She would love it.
That is actually not that expensive, like $24.
Yeah, I think they're
not bad.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. Let's just say I'm intrigued by some of their offerings of late. But that's it in terms of the stuff that we're going to talk about in depth. And when I say that there's a lot of stuff in the lightning round, there is a lot of stuff in the lightning round because, I mean, we're coming into spring. So obviously everyone is like releasing all of their spring stuff. So there's a lot of stuff. So strap yourself in and get ready. As per usual, Makeup Obsession have come out with stuff. They have their Berry Cute and their Bare With eyeshadow palette. £5, whatevs. Revolution Skincare have a couple of different sets for blemishes. I don't think they're bad. They range from £8 to £25. They also have essentially their charcoal set as well, again ranging from £5 to £20. This is Technic, and they have their nude pressed pigment palette for £6. Does it look like something? It probably should.
Come on.
Yeah,
come on.
They've even duped the actual shape. Fenty then have launched their Moscow Mule, so that has always been part of their duo highlighters, but they're now releasing it as a highlighter in and of itself. Spectrum are coming out with a new brush set, so it is £159.99 for the whole thing. I like the green case. Then we have Terra Moon Cosmetics. They currently have a pre-order for their Lunar Cosmic Chameleon Bundle and the Solar Cosmic Chameleon Bundle. Beauty Blender, have a new beauty blender for $20. HER Beauty, they have their Butterfly Effect eyeshadow palette. It's $15. Then we have Her Secret Base, and they have the Magical Girl palette. Berkey Bell, they have their Don't Hiss eyeshadow palette. Can't lie, when I saw the snake on the palette, it did look very phallic to me initially when I was just kind of scrolling through Instagram. But they're also coming out with a sponge. Pink Lips Cosmetics, they have 5-star soft matte concealers. They're available in 12 shades. They're $22 each. And they also apparently have some loose setting powders for $16 each. Givenchy have their Prisma Libre Skin Caring Glow Foundation in 29 shades. Dear Dahlia Beauty, they have their Skin Paradise Sheer Silk Foundation in 35 shades. Pretties for Your Face have 6 sparkler single shadows available now. Shy Girl Cosmetics are releasing their Paw Effect face brushes, so they're like in the pattern of a paw. And they also have their Pill Plumper Lip Treatment. Then we have Shine by SD Cosmetics. They're coming out with 11 duochromes and shimmers. We also have Flawless Cosmetics. They have their Celestial Chromatique liquid multi-chrome eyeshadow. They're $25 each. September Rose Cosmetics, which is a UK indie brand. They have some new complexion beauty sponges. You can get a set of 3 for $27.90, which seems a lot. Gatita Gang have their The Bomb eyeshadow palette, which seems very optimistic of them to call it The Bomb. We have Beauty Creations Cosmetics, and they have their faux mink lashes. They're $6.99 each. Or you can get the PR box, which includes 24 pairs of lashes for $149, and they're available now. Heather Lou Cosmetics have their new collaboration eyeshadow palette. It's the Sienna palette. It's a 30 color eyeshadow palette, and it's $35. Bite Beauty then have their Upswing Extreme Longwear liquid eyeliner. Beauty Bar Baby, they have their Chameleon single eyeshadows, and they're available for pre-order now. They're $7.25 each, or $70 for the full bundle. Black Moxie Cosmetics have their Pastel Obsession, and you can pre-order the palette for $28, and there are 11 shades of single eyeshadows, and you can bundle them together for $94.50 if you wanted to. Beats by Deb Cosmetics, and they just have a chunk of stuff. They have like a loose highlighter, a glue, which they've called their everything glue, some synthetic concealer brushes, and then some iridescent glitter stacks. We have VE Cosmetics, who are coming out with some new single eyeshadows, and they're also coming out with a new kind of a vault, like a book vault, to put those single shadows in, which I think makes a lot of sense. Sparkly's Glitter Gloss are coming out with their new multi-chrome gloss in the shade Mimoplasm. It's $10.
It looks disgusting.
Yeah. Then we have Forever Always Lashes. They have their Forever and Always eyeshadow palette for $15. We have Good Molecules, who have their facial massaging roller for $12. Sun Queen Cosmetics, they have 6 dreamy duochrome eyeshadows. They're $8.20 each. Echno Cosmetics with a collaboration with Tara Strickland, and they're coming out with their Daydream palette. It's $49.99. Then we have Alamar Cosmetics. They're coming out with 4 styles of lashes. They're $14 each, or $50 if you get the full bundle together. Color Story Official, they have their Lip Luminizer Duo. Each duo is $6. Queen Cosmetics have their limited edition Sweet Treat Lip Gloss. They're cotton candy flavored. And they also have their Naughty or Nice eyeshadow palette for $24, and it looks terrible. Yeah. We have Impulse Black, and they have a couple of different eyeshadow palettes. There's the Jade, the Sasha, the Yasmin, and the Chloe. They're $21 each. They look horrible. Then they have liquid lipsticks for $6, lip liners for $4, and lip glosses for $5. We have the Creme Shop, who have collaborated with Hello Kitty, and they have some lip balms in 3 different shades, and they also have essentially some skincare. So there's this Wrinkle Warrior forehead patch, a lip patch which has collagen, and then another one that has avocado and shea butter. We have Lady Luck Beauty Shop, and I'm genuinely confused about this, because they said they're releasing their Evil Eyes 2-in-1 eyeliner, and then they said it can be used for eyelashes and eyeliner. We then have Love Lux Beauty. They are releasing an iridescent glitter chrome in the shade Magic Soul. Smudge Cosmetics are coming out with their Cloud 9 eyeshadow palette, carbon copy of that. It's Idol X Cosmetics. It's their Dynamite palette. We have Peach and Lily, and they're releasing their Transparency Pro Spot treatment. It's 20% vitamin
That
C.
looked like Ulla Hendrickson to me.
This next one I thought was really weird. This is Ashes of Aspie makeup, and I don't even know what this, I've never heard of this brand before, but they have.
Is it like a beer setting spray?
They said it's their Final Boss setting spray, and they said it has purified water, polysorbate 20, disodium EDTA, DMDM, hydrotanone, and natural fragrance. And I'm like, what is
yes, bro.
No, what are you gonna do with it? What is Judah gonna do with it?
I genuinely, I don't know what this is like. It's
like,
also, I'm not really sure if they know this or if this is like a deliberate thing, but Aspie means something very specific. It's like a nickname for somebody with Asperger's. So you would say like, oh, I'm an Aspie. And I'm wondering if that's like, do they know that, or it's very strange.
It looks like a beer bottle, and then it's like, is this even their own like
It's
It
very
looks
pretty.
like it's Mountain Dew.
That's what I thought as well.
Mountain Dew like ad, and then they're just added their ingredients there, and then like, yes, bro. They like, this is just like, come on, no.
This is the second worst thing I've seen after the two weird palettes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It feels like I'm
You know
having
which
a
ones
weird.
I mean.
Yeah. It feels like I'm having a weird lucid dream.
Just
Like, I don't know what's happening, and I'm not happy with it. Then the next thing we have to talk about is Fantasy Appeals. They have some new lash styles. They're $11.99 each, and they're available now. We also have Chantecaille. They're coming out with their new lip chic in the shade Clover. It's $48 if you're feeling very
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, our girl Elena is going to get that, and she's also going to get the next thing, which is a set of Beautylish brushes, which are $180 for 5 brushes.
But look at those shades.
Then we have Winky Looks. They're coming out with their tri-colored gloss for $18 and a Neapolitan lip balm for $18, along with an Orange You Bright exfoliator, which is $28. Lobos Glam Boutique, they have their vintage collection. It's coming out March 1st. Guerlain, and they have their Kiss Kiss Shine Bloom lipstick collection. There's 20 shades, and they're going to come out in April. We have Pink Luxurious Cosmetics, and they have their Majestic eyeshadow palette and their lip gloss collection, which is again coming out in April. We then have Emmy Cosmetics, which is a UK brand, and they have their Galentine's eyeshadow palette, and that is apparently £20. Then we have Dior. They've basically added to their Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder. Ulla Henriksen, they have their Wrinkle Blur Bakuchiol Eye Gel Creme. It's apparently meant to help reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles. We have, and I never know how to pronounce this, Kajer Weiss. They have their Feather Touch Brow Gel, $30 each, and they have, this is apparently their first eyeshadow palette. It is trash.
They should not just do an eyeshadow palette at all if this is it.
Yeah,
this is terrible.
But right, so there are two styles. So there's Spellbound, which is the 4 brown shades, and then Wanderer, which is the 2 pink and brown shades. And you can apparently get it in 2 different types of packaging. You can get the weighted silver, which is refillable for $51, or you can get the recyclable red for $41.
Yeah.
No. This is terrible.
No.
How, I don't even know how you would use this.
Fuck off.
This is
No.
This is no. It actually
No.
me.
Look into my eyes. Hear me out. Do not buy this. Do not purchase this.
It's terrible. It's actual trash.
No, I will know. I will know. You buy this.
She will come.
I will
to
know if you know.
It's terrible. I hate it.
And
so
I
much.
have questionable taste.
Yeah. And when Rebecca's saying no, it's bad. We then have Colour Queen Beauty. They are releasing their Shoot for the Stars collection of lipsticks. There are 6 lipsticks in all. Then we have Collection, who are coming out with their Glow Getters. So their Lasting Perfection Glow Foundation. It's £6.49 and 20 shades. Then we have Bare Minerals. They're releasing 2 new products. There is the Mineralist Lip Gloss Balm in 2 shades, and their Gen Nude Bronzer, which I don't know how this is a bronzer, but apparently it's a bronzer and it's in 3 shades. The next thing then we have is the Mermaid Lush Shimmer Edition palette. It's $22.99. We then have Hank and Henry, their new Blush'em collection. So there's 3 different blush palettes. They're $25 each. And they have 2 new beauty sponges. So one is a large Lila sponge for $14. And then the other one is a small one, which is $9. We then have Hip Dot, who are collaborating with Peeps, which is like a candy thing apparently over in the States. And they are coming out with like little blending sponges and also an ill-advised eyeshadow palette. Dominique Cosmetics are coming out with their Blur and Moisture Serum Primer for $28. And they also have their Ultra Hydrating Fine Mist, which is $32. I can already tell Tia's like, the primer could be interesting.
I like
The
a serum
primer and the
primer.
setting spray. I'm like, oh, give me the dew, the moisture, everything.
We then have Beauty Trap Lashes. They have their Motherhood collection, just in time, I suppose, for Mother's Day. So there you go. Omas Cosmetics, they have their Nude Lip Gloss collection, and they also have their, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because I can't pronounce it. It's a rainbow eyeshadow palette that is badly edited, and I don't want to talk about it any further than that. Jada Pinkett Smith is coming out with her own brand. It is Hey Human, so it's body washes and lotions and deodorants, along with some toothpaste, but they're all very affordable. This is Rebecca's favorite thing. It's some cake liners. So yeah, here we go. We've triggered her. Suva is just basically coming out with this primary colored sort of a palette, and you get one of their like little liner brushes along with it. So I think that's that's not bad.
That's very good.
And then we have Victoria Tavi. It's a new black-owned beauty brand. It's based in the US, and they're coming out with these particular polish glosses. They're $16 each. Well, of course. Yeah, look, we're done with glosses, but Rebecca isn't. She's still here for it. That's it in terms of the new makeup releases, but we have a lot of sneak peeks to talk about. So let's just jump right in and do it. Magical Makeup UK are giving a sneak peek of a new single duochrome that's coming out. It looks beautiful. We have Star Gem Cosmetics. They're coming out with some skin deep concealers in 11 different shades. Peachy Queen have this strawberry lemonade palette, and then we have Mocha P Beauty, and they have the beach episode blush palette. We have Rose Cosmetics PR. They have a new matte liquid lipstick coming out. Give Me Glow Cosmetics are coming out with some mini blush and highlighters. I am here for that. Yvette Beauty are coming out with some neon pigments, and we have BBW Cosmetics coming out with their Our Dream palette. We have Latina Barbie Cosmetics, and they have their brown Barbie collection, so I think it's like a gloss. Foolish Hustle Lashes have their Foolish Ways palette, and you know it's cool because it's Ways with a Z. We have the Necromancy Cosmetics, their Gothic Romance eyeshadow palette.
I love it so much.
Absolutely. The packaging is stunning. I'm not really bothered about the color story, but the packaging.
But the color story actually is kinda reminding me of the Melt Muerte.
Oh, I love it so much.
I don't
with the like blues and reds, a little bit, not as that much, but it has like
I would say a dialed down version, like a mute.
It looks like the Noctex one.
Yeah.
But without the mustards.
Then we have Clarity Cosmetics. They have given a sneak peek of their Mauve Wedding palette.
I love it.
Yeah, I figured it'd be something for you. I am keeping an eye out on Clarity Cosmetics because I think they're coming out with some interesting stuff. We've gotten more of a sneak peek from Sydney Grace and their collaboration with Temptalia. It's looking interesting.
Purple.
Yeah.
That purple. The matte one that's on the edge like that.
I know. Oh,
yeah. I'm interested. I have to say, I will probably pick up whatever they're coming out with. Adept Cosmetics are also hinting at a new palette. It's going to be called Kodan, and here are some of the shades from it. Alien Cosmetics are also going to be coming out with a new palette as well. That red looks
that would be a stunning blush.
I know. I'm here for it. I think that's gorgeous.
I love it.
Yeah, this I don't like the look of this palette because it reminds me of clowns, and I have a very distinct phobia of clown.
I just think this isn't even cute. It's like creepy.
And over because it's like
it's very triggering for me. So I'm having to do that now. So this is Kalita Cosmetics. It's their La Paesa palette, and I don't like it. Anyways, it is what it is. Juvia's Place are coming out with their own skincare brand. I mean, everyone is. Kris Jenner is, I think, is she the only Jenner that doesn't have her own beauty brand? Well, she's soon fixing that. So for anyone who cares, there you go.
Cash, can you see Cash Grab?
Cash Grab. Then we have Hindash. I don't know who this is, but they're coming out with their own beauty brand. J Heartbreak Cosmetics are collaborating with Lavender Boutique to have the Clouded Heart collection. Pat McGrath has given a sneak peek at something, so it could be like a lip product or whatever. We have Pout and Shout, and they're releasing their Gentle collection. So there's eyeshadow palettes, highlighters, balms, lipsticks, blushers, all of that sort of thing. DD Signature Cosmetics are coming out with some fruit themed eyeshadow palette. We then have Lausch & Co. They have their Water Activated Pro Paint Palette Volume 1. Silhouette Boutiques, and they have the Sunshine Palette. Lara Lush Cosmetics have their Send Nudes eyeshadow palette. And Lois Cosmetics have told us that something new is coming in March. I anxiously await this thing's arrival. I'm excited.
Whatever I want it.
Whatever it could be, it will find its way to me. I rhymed. I'm very proud of
Yeah, I will buy whatever this is. Yeah.
That's fair. Then it seems that XO Beauty is coming out with a highlighter palette, and Shan XO was using it in a video recently.
Oh, and I think it's an eyeshadow palette and one highlighter, because I watched that video. And that's an eyeshadow palette that she's holding on her hand, and she did her eyeshadow. She said it's a sneak peek, but it's not gonna be in that package. And then she also had, like, I think a single highlighter.
Yeah, because it says down in the description, Secret XO Beauty highlight palette. Makeup by Tammy is coming out with something in spring. There's like a butterfly theme to it. Homegirls Beauty again is coming out with something which looks odd. And oh, you know how I love these things. The Baddest Takeover is coming out with their Kush Babe 420 palette. Thanks, but no thanks. Jacqueline is apparently coming out with something in March. Then we have Baby K Cosmetics. They're coming out with some new eyeshadow palette. Wicked Sisters Cosmetics have their new Wanna Play eyeshadow palette. Then Angel Eyes Boutique have this, and we have a very helpful black and white photo from the Moi collection with their 21 eyeshadow palette. That's it in terms of the sneak peeks, the new releases, and all that general jazz. We are now on to the enabler alert. So, hide away your credit cards. I am very aware that we've all been paid recently, so there we go.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, well, by the time this is up, we'll have been paid.
Yeah.
Future us.
No, I won't.
No,
I won't be still next week. So
nobody cares about you, Tia.
No, I want these sales to last until I get paid. So.
Okay, I shall alert them ASAP. At the moment, Beauty Bay has up to 70% off. I mean, there's only a few items that are 70% off. Everything else is like 20%-ish. We have up to 50% off on Cloud 10. Boots have 20% on some of their beauty items.
Online,
yes. Then we have Revolution Beauty. They have 3 for 2 on some of their skincare, and they have double points at the moment with their reward system. Charlotte Tilbury is having 10% off for 1 week only, apparently. Sugar Babe Cosmetics have 15% off of their products if you use the code Sugar Babe. Really brings me back to like the early noughties. And then Spoiled Lips Cosmetics, the ones that have the weird eyeshadow palettes that look like nipples. You can get 20% off if you use the code SPOIL20. And that is it, my friends. We're done. This was a ridiculously long episode, and I'm not going to look forward to editing this before I leave for the weekend. But that's it. The general jazz. Do, for the love of God, find each of these ladies on their own social medias and subscribe to them. Do please comment under the video. It's very, very helpful. Do please share, because sharing is caring, unless of course it's an STD, in which case wrap it up, don't be gross. But that's it. I'm tired of everything. Including all of the makeup this week. That's it, and we will hopefully see you next week, but time will never tell. But that's it, lads. Bye. Further.